Howdy YouTubers, this is mrnometa and I'm doing a quick update for scraps. Hopefully this is the last one. I may work in Meeklord, whatever you want to call it, Emperor Granel, but right now my deck's pretty solid. It's really consistent. I really like it. The Reborn Tengu and Orthros made this deck really good. So to start off, I'll just start off. 3 Chimera, standard. 2 Goblin now, not 3. 3 Beastie. His first turn Beastie Scrap Storm is really good. 2 Scrap Orthros. Not bad. It's a really good card. It's basically a free Chimera mid-late game. Almost every time. 1 Golem. Hate drawing this card, but you need to run it just to get Scrap Twin out. 3 Reborn Tengus. This card is broken. It's a mandatory special summon, and yeah, spies are out for it. This card's much better. Monk, pretty standard. Jar, because it's useful. 3 Scrapyards, because now you have 7 targets for it, and yeah, it thins out your deck by 1, so it's good. Scrap Storm, 3 of them. If you're not running 3, you're playing Scraps wrong. 2 Lances. You can run Infect Veiler instead of this. I prefer Lance though because it is another target for Summoner Monk, and it is a nice little protector from fish taking your Scrap Dragon. Ignore that stupid bird in the background. Scapegoat. Sink Fodder lets you get Scrap Beast, and not Scrap Beast. It does let you get Scrap Beast, but usually I go for Naturia Beast or Naturia Barkion with it. Mind Control, you can take it, sync with you can take one of your opponent monsters, sync with one of your tuners, or take it and destroy it with your Scrap Dragon and destroy one of your opponent's other cards with your Scrap Dragon, which is pretty good. Reborn, yeah, Reborn's broken. And that's also Hobby League French. I wish the name was more Frenchy, but the writing's in French. I don't know if you can see that or not. 1 book, pretty standard. True Nade. I'll just go through the standard spells now. Everybody runs pretty much those. Almost everybody, at least. Mind Crush, really broken this format. 2 Compulsories. I don't have warnings. Compulsory is the next best option. You could run Bottomless if you wanted to, but I prefer Compulsory just because Stardust can't negate it, and you know, it's all around good. And if you try to destroy one of your opponents, like let's say you're versing Sands and try to you activate a trap, their Shien negates it, then you can activate this free of worry of Shien or Megatahame or whatever the hell you call it. Trap Stun, 2 7 Tools of Bandit, and standard. And then standard traps. Torrential, Mirror Force Call. Alright, for sideboard, you got Catastor, Magical Android. This would be a Gaia if I had a Gaia, but I don't, and I probably wouldn't go for Gaia very often either. Naturia Beast, that's it for 5s. Barkion, Bryo, that's it for 6s. Scrap Archfiend, sorry about the camera work. Black Rose, that's it for 7s. 3 Scrap Dragons. 2 Stardust Dragons. 1 Colossal Fighter, that's it for 8s. And then 2 Scrap Twins, that's it for 9s. Scrap Twins really good, by the way. Sideboard, I am missing a Gozen match for my sideboard, but other than that, it's complete. 2 Spirit Reapers. I prefer Spirit Reaper over Kinetic Soldier because it's more splashable in more decks. I mean, I prefer Spirit Reaper over Kinetic Soldiers because it's more splashable in more than just 6 AMs. So, Spirit Reapers. 2 DD Crow. I still like running this card. It's just a nice little ditch, and it stops pots and crap. If you haven't played against Doppel, Warrior, and other really bulk decks that just abuse the shit out of Pot of Avarice, this card's really good against those. because it just stops them. 2 Cyber Dragons. Pretty easy to side in against Curry or whatever. And 1 Chimera Tech Fortress. That's it for monsters. Noblemen of Crossout. 2 of them. Because Saber's still set. There's still a lot of decks that set, and you get those 1 sets off, and it's pretty useful. 3 Royal Decree. I won because of these over the weekend. Well, I won a couple of decks because of them. 2 Chain Disappearances. They're really good. And 1 Gozen Match. I am looking for another one of these. If I did get another one of these, I'd probably take out Cyber Chimera Tech and try to find a place for it in my my extra board instead. But because I could only find 1. If you have one and you could throw it in and you want to trade out the trade binder, that'd be nice. So yeah, that's it for scraps. At the sneak peek, they held the tournament, the same weekend tournament, and I did join in, and I did play with this deck, because I had it done. I went X2, and the 2 decks I lost to were Miracle Gemini, and both guys that I versed took top 8. So that was kind of disappointing. I'm tired. This deck gets wrecked by Thunder King. The only good thing about it is that every single time I'd be able to go into my Scrap Dragon before they negated the special summon, and then Scrap Dragon gets his effect, and I can just grab another one, and they just were like, what the fuck? But yeah, so Scrap Dragon, really good against that deck, but you have to get it out first, and that deck's a pain in my ass. I am running 41 cards. I just can't think of anything to take out. If I did think of one thing, I'd say it'd be an MST. But yeah, this deck is good. It's a lot more consistent now with Reborn Tengus. So yeah, that's it for scraps. I want to know what people think. I want to know if people think Mechlord Emperor or Grand Nell is actually worth it, because there's really, I don't know what the hell I would take out of this deck. It's really consistent right now. But yeah, I've also heard people telling me to put in Raikos or Card Troopers, but I don't really need those. And since it's a very spell-heavy deck, I'd more than likely be milling my spells than I am anything else. So yeah, that's it for me. Have a nice day.